Welcome to the first episode of The Arena of Existence. I'm your host Richard Sanchez, and today, we embark on a captivating journey through the world of wrestling, a world that reflects not only the physical prowess of athletes but also the profound metaphors of existence itself. In this episode, we will delve deep into the symbolic richness of wrestling as a mirror to life struggles, drawing parallels to the insights of existentialist philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus. Wrestling, with its intense physical battles and moments of triumph, isn't just a sport, it's a microcosm of the human experience. On the mat, athletes grapple with opponents, just as we grapple with the challenges that life throws our way. The lessons learned within the ring echo the broader truths we encounter in the arena of existence. Think about it, the wrestling mat becomes a stage where individuals confront their fears, push their limits, and strive for victory. In doing so, wrestlers embody the very essence of Jean-Paul Sartre's existentialist philosophy. Sartre, known for his emphasis on freedom and personal responsibility, would find resonance in the autonomy that wrestlers display as they navigate their matches. Just as Sartre urged individuals to embrace their radical freedom and take ownership of their choices, wrestlers step onto the mat ready to face their opponents and the consequences of their actions. But the parallels don't end there. Enter Albert Camus, whose exploration of the absurdity of life finds a unique echo in the world of wrestling. Camus questioned the meaning of existence in the face of an indifferent universe, a theme that's mirrored in the wrestler's pursuit of victory amid the uncertainty of outcomes. The wrestling arena becomes a theater of the absurd, where athletes strive for success despite the apparent meaninglessness of their struggles. Just as Camus suggested that we must find our own meaning in the void, wrestlers grapple with the existential angst of uncertainty. The pressure to perform, the possibility of failure, and the sweat-soaked effort that defines wrestling all encapsulate the human experience of embracing the unknown. When wrestlers step onto the mat, they confront their own existential anguish, to borrow Sartre's phrase, as they wrestle with the choices they've made and the outcomes that follow. And so, my dear listeners, as we journey through this episode, remember that wrestling isn't just a contest of physical strength and technique, it's a canvas on which the complexities of our lives are painted. The wrestling ring becomes a metaphorical stage where the challenges, triumphs, and struggles of existence are writ large. It's where we witness the human capacity to confront adversity, assert individuality, and strive for authenticity, all in the pursuit of victory. Just as philosophers like Sartre and Camus explored through their intellectual inquiries. So, join me as we delve deeper into the arena of existence, where we'll navigate the intertwining worlds of wrestling and philosophy, drawing insights from the existentialist thinkers who questioned, pondered, and explored the very essence of human existence. Prepare to be captivated by the echoes of Sartre and Camus as they reverberate within the wrestling arena, a place where the challenges on the mat are nothing short of a reflection of life's most profound struggles. At the heart of Sartre's existentialist philosophy is the concept of radical freedom. He famously declared that existence precedes essence, meaning that individuals aren't born with a predetermined nature or purpose. Instead, they create their own essence through their choices and actions. This idea finds resonance in the world of wrestling, where athletes must carve out their identities through rigorous training and competition. Wrestlers are faced with numerous decisions: how to train, what techniques to master, which opponents to face. This autonomy mirrors the existentialist notion of creating one's own path. A wrestler's journey is a continuous exercise in making choices and taking responsibility for the consequences, aligning with Sartre's emphasis on personal agency. Sartre also explored the concept of authenticity, which entails living in accordance with one's true self and values rather than conforming to societal expectations. Authenticity involves acknowledging one's freedom and accepting the weight of the choices made. In wrestling, authenticity becomes a vital aspect of an athlete's journey. Wrestlers often grapple with the pressure to conform to certain styles, techniques, or personas that are favored by the wrestling community or fans. However, true authenticity in wrestling comes from embracing one's unique strengths, weaknesses, and style. Just as Sartre urged individuals to break free from the expectations of others and find their own genuine path, wrestlers must overcome the temptation to conform and instead embrace their individuality in the ring. Sartre famously introduced the concept of anguish or existential anguish, which arises from the awareness of one's radical freedom and the responsibility that accompanies it. This anguish emerges when individuals confront the weight of their choices and the uncertainty of the future. In wrestling, this existential anguish is palpable. Wrestlers experience intense physical and emotional challenges. The pressure to perform, the possibility of injury, and the uncertainty of victory all contribute to a sense of existential angst. This experience parallels Sartre's ideas. As wrestlers confront their own limitations, the unknown outcomes of their matches, and the inner struggle to push through adversity. This shared experience of anguish connects the existentialist philosophy and the wrestling world in a profound way. Sartre's contemporary, Albert Camus, introduced the concept of the absurd, a conflict between our desire for meaning and the apparent meaninglessness of the universe. This notion can be related to the world of wrestling, where the pursuit of victory and accolades can often seem futile in the face of the larger existential questions. Wrestlers invest tremendous effort into their craft, yet success is never guaranteed. The absurdity lies in the tension between the dedication to a goal and the realization that even achieving that goal might not provide ultimate meaning. This mirrors the existential struggle of finding purpose in a seemingly indifferent universe. A theme that resonates deeply with Sartre's philosophy. In Sartre's view, individuals often engage in bad faith or inauthentic living, where they deceive themselves into avoiding their freedom and responsibility. This avoidance can lead to a shallow existence that fails to embrace life's true depth. In wrestling, the tension between authenticity and inauthenticity is embodied in the contrast between a wrestler's genuine self and the persona they adopt for entertainment value. Some wrestlers create larger-than-life characters that might not align with their actual personalities. This performance can blur the line between authenticity and inauthenticity, inviting us to ponder the extent to which the wrestlers are embracing their true selves or playing a role for the sake of entertainment. This dichotomy raises questions about the authenticity of both the wrestlers and the spectators who engage with these personas. As we've explored the parallel threads between Jean-Paul Sartre's existentialist philosophy and the world of wrestling, we've uncovered rich connections that illuminate the human experience from different angles. The wrestler's journey, rife with choices, challenges, and the quest for authenticity, resonates with the core tenets of existentialism. Just as Sartre's philosophy encourages individuals to confront the complexities of existence, wrestlers too confront the complexities of their sport, both physically and mentally. So, the next time you watch a wrestling match, consider the existential struggle unfolding in the ring, the struggle for freedom, authenticity, and the embrace of the human experience in all its forms. Central to Camus' philosophy is the concept of the absurd, the inherent conflict between our innate desire for meaning and the apparent meaninglessness of the universe. In the world of wrestling, this notion of the absurd finds its embodiment in the striving for victory and accomplishment within a sport where success is never guaranteed. Wrestlers dedicate countless hours to their training, aiming for success in the form of wins, titles, and recognition. Yet, the ultimate outcome often remains uncertain. This paradox, where earnest efforts sometimes yield unpredictable results, mirrors the absurdity that Camus examined. The wrestling arena becomes a microcosm of the larger existential struggle to find purpose in a world that doesn't always yield clear answers. While at first glance, the themes of absurdity, rebellion, and the search for meaning might not seem to align with the physical demands of wrestling, a deeper exploration reveals a profound resonance between Camus' ideas and the mental and emotional challenges wrestlers face. So, let's step onto the mat of philosophical inquiry and grapple with these concepts. Camus advocated for rebellion against the absurd. suggesting that individuals should confront the inherent meaninglessness of life by creating their own sense of purpose and value. This spirit of rebellion translates powerfully to the world of wrestling, where athletes must overcome challenges and setbacks to assert their worth in a highly competitive environment.